Good day everyone, we are the group 8 and we'll be discussing about the contemporary practices. Here's our lesson's objectives. First, identify contemporary practices in teaching, dance, sports, and exercise. Second, explain how technology and innovation enhance physical education. Third, recognize the importance of inclusion, creativity, and holistic development in teaching physical activities. And lastly, appreciate how modern methods promote lifelong fitness and well-being.
So today I will be discussing the contemporary practices in teaching with a focus on folk dance, hip hop, and pop jazz. And before we discuss each dance form, I will begin defining what is contemporary practices in teaching refers to. So what is contemporary practices in teaching? Contemporary practices in teaching refers to the modern, innovative, and learning-centered approaches used by educators to enhance the teaching learning process. These practices reflect the needs and characteristics of today's generation and aim to make instruction more meaningful, efficient, and engaging. So they are typically involve student-centered strategies where learners participate actively in decision making, exploration, and creation. Integration of technology such as digital tools, videos, and online platforms to support instructions, interactive and experimental learning, including group work, performances, hands-on tasks, and real-life applications. And lastly, it is involved in holistic development, emphasizing not only in technical skills but also creativity, collaboration, emotional expression, and critical thinking. So, in essence, contemporary practices allow teachers to deliver content in a way that is relevant, accessible, and aligned with modern educational standards. So, here are the first in contemporary practices in teaching in dance forms. The first is folk dance. So, although folk dance are rooted in tradition, educators today apply contemporary methods to preserve cultural heritage while maintaining student engagement. Teachers utilize demonstration videos, multimedia presentations, and also other digital resources to clearly illustrate steps and movements. Lessons also highlight the cultural significance, history, and identity represented in each folk dance, promoting appreciation of Filipino and global tradition. So students engage in experimental learning through workshops, festivals, and group performances, allowing them to gain a deeper understanding of cultural expression. So for the assessment, teachers now use performance rubrics that evaluate not only technical accuracy but also teamwork, creativity, and cultural expression. The second is hip hop dance. So, hip hop dance or hip hop instruction today emphasizes a student centered approach, encouraging learners to express individuality through freestyle movements and collaborative choreography. So, technology also plays an important role. Many teachers incorporate YouTube tutorials, dance applications, and digital tools to facilitate learning and practice. And also, collaborative projects allow students to create group routines that highlight the rhythm, coordination, and confidence. And also, additionally, hip hop contributes to the holistic development of learners by improving physical fitness, body coordination, and emotional well being through creative movement. And lastly, the pop jazz. Pop jazz is characterized by its fusion of jazz techniques and contemporary pop culture, making it a dynamic and engaging style for students. So, contemporary teaching approach include mirror work, structured feedback sessions, and performance reflection, and helping students understand their progress and refine their techniques. So, this dance form emphasizes flexibility, stamina, timing, and also the musicality, which are essential skills for performance. And the modern assessment practices involve the use of video recordings, enabling students to analyze their own performances and identify areas for improvement. So, in conclusion, contemporary practices in teaching integrate technology, creativity, cultural awareness, and student centered approaches. Whether in folk dance, hip hop, or pop jazz, these practices help ensure that learners gain not only technical competence but also a deeper appreciation of culture, personal expression, and collaborative learning.
Good day, everyone. Today I will be reporting about the contemporary practices of teaching sports, focusing specifically on sport basketball. So let's begin with the first point, which is all about modern coaching methods. So in the past, basketball training mainly focused on repetitive skill drills like shooting, dribbling, and basic conditioning. However, contemporary or modern coaching has evolved. Teachers and coaches today use a more holistic approach. This means that aside from physical skills, they now emphasize teamwork. Students learn how to communicate effectively on the court. They practice calling plays, supporting teammates, and understanding team roles. And the second one is strategy and game awareness. Players are taught how to read the game, anticipate movements, and make smart decisions under pressure. The third one is mental conditioning. Coaches train students to stay focused, calm, and confident. They teach the importance of having a growth mindset and learning from mistakes. Modern coaching recognizes that basketball is not just a sport of physical ability, but also a sport of mindset, decision making, and collaboration. Next, we move to the use of technology. And technology is now deeply integrated into sports education, and basketball is one of the best examples. In classrooms and sports programs today, digital tools help teachers analyze students' performance more accurately. Some common practices include motion tracking apps that capture a player's movement and show how fast they move and how efficient their dribbling is or how correct their shooting form is. Video replay tools that let students watch themselves in slow motion. This makes it easier to spot incorrect footwork, improper hand placement, or mistakes during defense. AI-assisted evaluations, where apps break down performance automatically and offer suggestions for improvements. Because of technology, students no longer rely only on the teacher's verbal feedback. They can see real evidence of their performance, which makes learning faster and more effective. Another important contemporary practice is inclusive learning. In traditional sports classes, more skilled students often dominated the game, while beginners were hesitant to participate. But today, teachers make sure that basketball activities are inclusive, meaning everyone can join and enjoy the sport. They often use modified games such as smaller team sizes like 3 versus 3 or 4 versus 4, simplified rules or shorter playing times, lower hoops or lighter balls for younger or beginner players so they can shoot and dribble more confidently. Skill level grouping, where students practice with others at similar levels before joining larger team games. The goal is to give every student, beginner or advanced, a positive experience. Modern PE teaching believes that participation is just as important as performance. And the other one is values integration. Basketball is more than just a sport. It is also a tool for developing character. Modern teaching emphasizes values that students can apply in real life. Examples include discipline, showing up on time for training, practicing regularly, and staying focused. The second one is cooperation, working together as a team, trusting teammates, and sharing responsibilities. The third one is sportsmanship, respecting opponents, accepting victories humbly, and handling defeat with maturity. Teachers often highlight these values during drills, games, and discussion. This approach helps students grow not only as athletes but also as individuals. Now let's move to specific apps and technologies that are used today to teach basketball more effectively. Here are two real examples. The first is the Huddle. Huddle is a popular sport analysis platform used in schools and even by competitive teams. Coaches upload game videos or practice recordings, and players can rewatch the clips, study their movements, and see exactly what happened during the play. Huddle allows slow motion playback, drawing lines, adding comments, and comparing previous performances. This app is useful for teaching tactics, correcting mistakes, and helping students understand game situations better. The second one is Shot Tracker is a modern training tool used by many basketball teams. It uses sensors placed on the players and in the ball to track shooting performance. It records shots attempts, make misses, locations on the court, and shooting percentage. Coaches can see real-time stats during practices. Students receive instant feedback about their accuracy and improvement. Shot Tracker help both teachers and players understand their performance through actual data, not just estimation. To conclude, playing basketball offers many important benefits. Physically, it improves strength, endurance, speed, balance, and coordination. Mentally, it builds confidence, focus, discipline, and emotional control. Socially, it enhances teamwork, communication, and leadership skills. When these natural benefits are combined with modern technology like Shot Tracker and Huddle, students gain even more advantages. They learn faster, understand their mistakes clearly, and receive database feedback that helps them improve. Overall, contemporary practices make basketball teaching more interactive, inclusive, and effective, helping students grow not only as athletes but also as individuals. And let's proceed to the next part, which is the badminton. Modern badminton teaching goes beyond simple racket swings or basic footwork drills. Today, coaches use biomechanics and data analysis to understand movement more clearly. Biomechanics helps students learn the correct angle of the racket, the ideal posture during smashes and drops, how weight transfer affects power, how footwork efficiency improves court coverage. And data analysis also plays a role. Coaches may use apps or tools that track shuttle speed, swing force, or movement accuracy. By studying these scientific factors, students can correct mistakes based on evidence, not just feeling or guessing. This scientific method makes learning faster, more accurate, and more professional. The next contemporary practice is the blended learning. Badminton teaching today combines both classroom learning and on court practice. This is important because the sport is not only physical, it also requires strong understanding of concepts, In the classroom, students learn rules and scoring system, the basic and advanced strategies, game tactics like controlling the net, forcing corners, or creating space, safety precautions, and proper warm-up routines. Then, through on-court practice, they apply these concepts in drills, games, and skill tests. This blended setup gives students a complete learning experience. They understand why a technique is important before practicing how to do it.
Next is innovative drills. Incorporates agility ladders, reaction lights, and visual feedback tools. These tools are used to enhance players' footwork, reaction time, and technique, providing faster skill development and more accurate performance assessment in badminton. Next is student autonomy. Players are encouraged to create self-assessment logs for progress tracking. By doing this, students become more independent, more aware of their strengths and weaknesses, and more motivated to improve. This practice supports students' autonomy because learners take responsibility for their own growth. Next is volleyball. So modern volleyball teaching focuses on engaging students through innovative, inclusive, and technology-based methods. These practices help learners develop not only skills but also teamwork, decision-making, and sportsmanship. So we have here the interactive learning. It incorporates game simulations, team building exercises, and tactical decisions. For example, na ako nakitaan sa una na coach no before intramurals nag-training siya sa mga students. So ang iyang gibuhat is iyahang kaviran og black cloth ang whole net sa volleyball. And ang kato siya is like boundary to nila sa coach and sa player. So ang iyang gibuhat is that kanang mo throw siya og ball dili maski asa na padong ang bola, and ang sa pika side is ang players man. So ang players is mo ilang kuan ang bola, of course. So ang katong iyang gibuhat is like very strategic, no, kay nag-engage siya sa students to practice their agility, their speed, and their reaction time. So, importante na siya kay tungod, wala man nila na-predict or di man sila makapredict hasta mo land ang ball. Next is technology integration. Uses video replays and mobile apps for performance review. So, tools like video replay system allow coaches to review plays, check for violations, and analyze player techniques. This helps athletes understand their strengths and areas for improvement, leading to better performance and skill development. So these are some examples na or pictures sa mga technology na gina-use for to review or to understand sa mga skill na need i-develop sa usa ka player. So this one is usually nakita na nin siya nato no kaning camera to determine og naka-touch ba siya sa net or wala. So pwede siya na i-replay og naabay violation ba jud or kanang ganing nadaog pareha sa tako to nahitabo na kuan ba na duwa sa international to siya na abi nilag daog na sila unya ni appeal ang katong ilahang kontra na i-review ang video, i-review ang ilahang video. Unya nakita nila na dito nahibawan sa pag-review na naka-touch this net. So violation na siya sa volleyball. Next is this one. This is para makahibaw og ang movement di ay sa player. So this is some example of technology na gina-use for volleyball. Next is holistic development. It focuses on physical endurance, teamwork, and mental focus. For example, so na ako'y kaila na teacher no na mo play or mo engage siya or more participate siya in playing volleyball to improve her fitness and to relieve stress. So, ang volleyball is dili lang siya duwa-duwa ra. It also naa siya benefit sa ato mental health ug sa ato ang physical health as well. Next is safe practice. So, emphasizes warm-ups, stretching, and injury prevention techniques. So, before mo engage of any kind of physical activity, we must practice doing stretching, warm-ups, and also cool-downs after the activity. This helps prevent injury, muscle soreness, and also to prepare our body for the type of movement na atong buhaton. Para dili atong mga muscle is dili ma-shock or ma-strain. So, this one, muna ang example sa mga warm-ups sa players before sila mo engage sa heavy na kuan ba na training para dili sila mag cramps, mag muscle sore o para dili sila ma-strain sa nilahang mga muscles. And that is the end of my topic. I will now give the screen to our next reporter to continue the discussion.
Hello everyone, so my name is Jen Vincent Labrador de la Fora, and today we're going to talk about the topic contemporary practices of teaching exercises. Okay, so next slide. Zumba. Okay, what's may makuan ninyo? Like when you hear the word Zumba. Sayaw. Exactly. So, ang Zumba di ay kadili lang siya about sayaw-sayaw. Nala din mas more nga help sa atua. Let's learn it together. So next slide. So Zumba, dance fitness integration. So combines Latin-inspired moves with aerobic exercise to promote cardiovascular health. So Zumba combines the eyes. Still like nagihapon ni siya like Latin-inspired moves for like and also aerobic exercises for like mas ma-promote gani ang cardiovascular health. Okay, so next slide. So motivational environment. Zumba uses upbeat music and group sessions to enhance enjoyment and consistency. So basta makadungog gyud ta og Zumba kay very loud, very lively ilang music and daghan sa kay sila, di ba? Pero mao jud like strategy para like mas malingaw ka o like makaana ka nga usbunta ni og buhat kay linaw man. Okay, so let's proceed to the next slide. So instructor innovation. So teacher use playlists, choreography apps, and fitness wearables. So as what I said earlier, need man jud lively or like loud ang music. So mauna ang mga instructor kay like naa na sila ilahang playlist. And also choreography apps. Ang uban kay mo gamit ani, ang uban dili kay naa jud uban nga like impromptu ra ang paghimo or like the day ra jud na sa sayaw sila maghimo og settings for the Zumba. And for the fitness wearables, they use this for like comfy kayo ilang pagsayaw-sayaw. Okay, so next slide. So health focus. So encourages endurance, coordination, and positive mood. So Zumba helps our body by improving our endurance, coordination, and it even makes us feel happier. Okay, so let's proceed to the next topic, which is yoga. Okay, yoga, mind-body connection. Yoga promotes mindfulness, flexibility, and stress management. Okay, so next slide. Yoga, hybrid learning. uses guided meditation videos and online classes. So dili na ka like kanang mag-worry if like dili ka afford sa like sa pag-avail o class sa yoga kay naari jud kay makita sa mga platforms nga kuan like mga recorded na nga video kay or like guide na. And also people can join classes in person or like kanang online class. So next slide. Inclusive practice. So adapted poses for different body types and abilities. So yoga is for everybody because the poses can be changed to fit different bodies and abilities. Okay, so next slide. So wellness-oriented teaching. So integrates breathing exercises, focus techniques, and reflection. So yoga also teaches us to breathe deeply, stay focused, and feel relaxed, which helps our mind and body feel better. Okay, so for the last topic, which is gym use. So, next slide. Gym use personalized programs. Trainers design routines based on fitness goals and health data. So, when you avail magud a class sa gym, kay like na siya form jud nga need mo i-fill out para mahibaw-an dito nga unsay goal nimo, unsay kanang body type nimo kay para naa kay personalized nga program. Next slide. So smart technology. So gym uses fitness apps, heart rate monitors, and gym management software enhanced tracking. So in the gym, like people use apps para like smartwatch para naay monitor sa ilang heart rate. So and they also have gym computer systems para mo track sa imuhang progress. Okay, next slide. Educational guidance. So gym teaching proper form, rest, and recovery principle. So, trainers or like instructors, kay they teach the right way to exercise, o nus amo rest, and also unsaon pag take care sa imuhang mga muscles. Okay, then last slide, which is the holistic fitness. So, encourages lifelong health habits and self-discipline. So like kung maato ka gym kay naturally like kanang it really helps people to like build healthy habits and also self-discipline so that they can use it like for life na jud. Okay, so that's all for my topic, guys. Thank you. Goodbye.
Overall, contemporary teaching methods emphasizes innovation, inclusion, and holistic well-being. Technology plays a major role in enhancing learning, feedback, and motivation. These practices empower learners to become creative, confident, and health-conscious individuals. That is all for our topic. Thank you for listening. Keep safe and stay healthy.